Hi, everybody. This is Ashley Schmidt, and I just wanted to say welcome to my channel. We're going to talk about KDP and low content books and how to make money on Amazon. This year, I've been doing KDP for a long time. Uh, I started out with books in, I think, 2014. I uploaded my book around November timeframe, and I sold my first book in December, and I was elated. I couldn't believe that someone had actually purchased something that I had made, and I'd spent a lot of time on it, but I was just amazed, and I was totally hooked. And I've probably published on the order of 100 books and novels. So I was a very prolific writer. But a little bit more about myself. I am a mother of four girls. I've got a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a very busy, very busy 6-year-old. I'm a Air Force reservist. So I do lots of cool, geeky things for the Air Force. I run a consulting business. My husband and I do real estate and KDP. I love KDP. So anyway, I was pretty busy, and what I found with writing all those novels is I was mildly successful, about $1,000 a month, but it was kind of a publishing grind. And what I found is, as my littlest got a little bit older and just she's such a super active girl that my ability to concentrate and focus was down to short periods of time. And so I had to be able to get something done and get it out. And I just couldn't, I love writing, but I need time and effort and thought, and interruptions just really wreaked havoc with my creativity. So I decided to kind of take a break for a little while and re-find myself. And I started um, hearing, uh, I'd published journals and novels or low content books, journals, and things like that previously. I had actually done merch a little bit too because it was kind of fun and creative. And it was, again, a short time span of something to do. As you could make it and put it up there and be done. It didn't require literally 3 months of your life to write a novel, or I had all sorts of creative ways to write novels. I would write them via Dragon Naturally Speaking, so a voice app, while I was at the gym. So I'm positive people thought I was insane while on the elliptical, because I was talking to myself about dragons or zombies or whatever the books were about. I had a wide range of things that I wrote. Um, anyway, so I'm positive they thought I was crazy. So I started doing merch as kind of a short time span thing, and then I decided to put some of my merch shirts on journals and that worked okay. It wasn't great, but then I just started getting more into it and discovering what I could do. I could make workbooks and things. I have a workbook that I sell for like $20. It sells about 20 a month, but still, I could make $10 times 20. That's $200 a month. And I found that my time was better spent that way. And so I really focused in on doing KDP because it's kind of the best return for my money and time, and I like it. I love books. I love books. T-shirts are okay, but I love books. I love reading. I love everything there is. I could get lost in a library or bookstore for ever. So it is my passion, and I like creating things that people use, and I like creating something that someone would be interested in. And I've always really been good at taking a bunch of information and compiling it into something interesting. So that's a lot of what I do with KDP. I do have journals, and some of them sell fantastically. I had one journal that sold almost $2,000 over December. So you can have a journal that's wildly successful. I was surprised it did so well, but I guess I hit something with somebody. I struck a chord. I did do a little advertising, so I do some advertising, but I try and keep my advertising very minimal. Anyway, so my goals for this year, this whole point of this channel is I um, wanted to get out there, and I get out and doing things for people. Making books is very insular. It's very, you know, by yourself sort of thing. But I am such an extrovert. I'm a huge extrovert. I draw energy from everyone in the room. I get hyper and more hyper as the more people. And so I really needed an outlet to start talking to people. So that's why I've kind of decided on these lives. If people start watching these, I'd be really excited to interact with you all. I have a ton of energy. Um, in my Air Force career, I had a lot of lieutenants, so 22-year-olds, and I'm this 40-year-old woman who is they scared people to death with my amount of energy. The lieutenants couldn't even keep up with me. I just, I'm a, get very excited with other people around to talk to and get very motivated by that. And so I wanted to do this in 2020 because I wanted to get out there more, just be more involved in the community. And I have a hard time on Facebook typing. I'm a slow typer, especially on my phone. I hate typing on my phone. Sorry, all you millennials who love it. I just hate it. And I have a hard time trying to do that. So I wanted to do something that was a little more interactive, but a little easier for me. And I thought these lives would be good. So I wanted to get out there. I want to answer your questions. I'm busy, right? 4 kids, all the things I do every day. So I decided to create a Google form, and you can just enter your question. It pretty much just asks your first name and you can put in your question. There's no email at this point in time, anything. I just want to get people to ask questions, and I will answer your question live if you're on live and want to ask a question. Or if you don't want to go live and you're more of a replay person, I tend to watch a lot of YouTube videos on replay just because I fit things in and out of my day. So if you're that type of person, that's what I made the Google form for. So you can put in the Google form and type your question out and then watch the replay. So anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to do this year. I'm going to do some focused experiments this year. I have this idea to create kind of a little more focused, like a line of things that they connect together in kind of a publishing and author name, a pen name that connects together, so that if someone bought one, they would buy the next. And then I have some kind of interesting ideas for focused advertising to try and boost the whole thing up as a whole. I did that a lot with my books in the actual novels, a lot of kind of branding, that sort of thing. So I'm hoping that I kind of use that experience and take it to low content books so that I can create kind of a brand, more of an experiment thing that isn't as time consuming as novels, but definitely it would take more time than a journal. So it's going to be somewhere in between there. It'd take me like a week to create this interior, maybe 2 weeks if I'm have like 50 projects, which I always have 50 projects. The other thing I like to talk about is mindset. I am a big believer in positivity and focusing on what you can control. I really want that and like that. So I want to be able to help people learn how to expand their horizons and not just be so focused on, um, you know, making the money and or the lack of, or I'm not succeeding. It's all about making steps, and everyone has their own journey, and everyone, I mean, my journey has been so long. So do not shortchange yourself. Don't think, oh, it's going to take me 5 years. But if you start, in 5 years, think where you could be. It it's just a little bit about consistent effort. I'm a serger, so I can't say that I'm the best consistency. I don't create 2 notebooks a day or any sort of thing like that. I will do nothing for like a month, and then I'll create like 40, 100. I spent 1 month, I think, in October last year, and I created 1,000 notebooks, and they were low content. There was all sorts of things, planners, all sorts of stuff. 1,000 in 1 month, and previously I'd only had 300 uploaded. So, I'm all over the map. You can do whatever you want, but I have a lot of different things I've tried. Some successful, some not. Some successful in some ways, and others not. And I can share a lot of that with you. Um, so I wanted to share my journey through KDP, my life, how it is to be a busy mom, how it is to just get out there and do something new that everyone kind of thinks you're a little bit crazy, but it's part of you, and it's part of who you are, and it's part of your passion. And I want to share my passion with people. I want to share the creation of books, the creation of something that can help somebody solve a problem. Some of the books, like I said, the workbook that's $20, I sell for $20. I spent a long time. I spent like 3 weeks on that one, which I know sounds like nothing, but as far as a low content book, that's probably quite a lot. I spent 3 weeks creating material and organizing it. And some of the reviews I've gotten have just been so it touches my heart that I have made something that has really helped somebody. And that's the type of things that I enjoy more than anything. So I want to help you find that fulfillment. I want to help you get a little bit extra money. Do you want just, something to cover the car payment? Do you want something to cover the gas bill? Do you want to make a full-time income? Um, that's where I'm going. I'm trying to cut down some of my businesses and just do this full time, get my portfolio up, get everything, and just find that happy medium of what I enjoy and what I'm focused on, and then um, it's makes a profit as well. So I feel kind of doesn't don't we all feel a little bit validated when something you created somebody else likes? And so sometimes it's not about the profit for me. It's just about selling something that somebody likes, and that's kind of a validation of what your idea had thought merit an idea. And I want to help all of you express yourselves in that way. So check out the link that has the Google Doc form. So you can just fill out if you have questions. I'm hoping to do this every Wednesday at noon, and we'll see if I'm going to change that, but that's kind of the plan. I want to get on here for a few minutes, answer your questions. We can go long or short depending on how things go. I'm just going to kind of take this as it comes and just really try and focus on helping people and helping you become who you want to be. I love helping people. I find it hard sometimes, like I said, through Facebook, because I don't have some sort of connection, and I hate writing things like that. Just it doesn't come across right. But I love to talk and be in person with people, and so I'm hoping this is an avenue that I can help you. I can kind of get that extrovert mentality out there and do that. So uh, please click the link below, have questions. That'd be great. Or if you want to jump in Wednesdays at noon Eastern Standard Time, then I'm happy to help you. So thanks so much. Bye.